Hello lovely, welcome at Band TV. Let's ride on this roller coaster movie. Imagine a quiet life in the heart of Homer, Louisiana, where Maurice and Paul, a devoted couple in their 70s, had built a world of simple joys. Married for over 5 decades, they cherished the rhythm of retirement on modest social security checks. Their home, a cozy little house purchased back in 1972, stood as a testament to their enduring love and frugal ways. No extravagant vacations or flashy cars for them, just the comfort of familiar routines, like sipping coffee on the porch at dawn or tending to a small garden bursting with tomatoes and okra. Maurice, with his weathered hands from years of hard work, and Paul, with her gentle smile that could light up any room, embodied the essence of contentment. They raised a family, watched grandchildren grow, and navigated life's ups and downs with unwavering faith. In a world obsessed with hustle, their story reminds us of the beauty in humility. But fate, as it often does, had a wild twist in store, one that would shatter their peaceful existence and catapult them into an unbelievable adventure. Picture this, an ordinary day turning extraordinary, all because of a pesky backyard intruder. It was 2018, and Maurice spotted a sneaky raccoon rummaging through the trash. In a moment of frustration, he grabbed the nearest object, an ancient 2006 flip phone gathering dust on a shelf, and hurled it at the critter. The phone missed its mark, tumbling into the tall grass, but in that chaotic spin, something magical happened. The impact jarred the buttons just right, causing it to dial a random number from its outdated contact list. Little did Maurice know, this wasn't just any call, it was a bridge to a forgotten digital treasure. As the phone burst to life in the weeds, it connected to a stranger who picked up, thinking it was a blast from the past. The raccoon's unintended assist had set off a chain reaction that would change everything. Heart racing, Maurice retrieved the phone, puzzled by the voice on the other end. This accidental dial-up wasn't random at all, it linked straight to a man tied to the crypto world, who immediately recognized the number as the verification link for a dormant Bitcoin wallet from 2011. Confusion turned to intrigue as the caller explained, this wasn't a prank, it was potentially life-altering. Maurice hung up, shaking his head, but the seed of curiosity was planted. Paul, ever the skeptic, laughed it off over dinner, but deep down, they both wondered. The call sparked memories of their grandson's quirky experiment years ago, but who could have imagined it leading here? As details unfolded, the couple realized this was no ordinary mix-up, it was destiny dialing in, ready to unveil a fortune hidden in plain sight. Rewind to 2011, when Bitcoin was still a niche curiosity, dismissed by most as internet funny money. Their teenage grandson, tech-savvy and full of mischief, visited one weekend and decided to play a prank on good old Grandpa Maurice. He secretly installed a Bitcoin wallet app on that very flip phone, funding it with $500 from his allowance, just enough to buy a handful of coins at the time. Maurice, baffled by the whole concept, chuckled and called it fake money for video games, promptly forgetting about it. The phone sat unused, the wallet untouched, gathering digital dust as Bitcoin's value skyrocketed through booms and busts. Years passed, markets fluctuated wildly, and what started as a joke ballooned into something monumental. By the time that raccoon-triggered call happened, those initial coins had multiplied in value through the crypto rollercoaster. The untouched wallet now held 312 Bitcoin, a staggering amount that translated to $11.4 million in 2018 prices. Can you imagine? A forgotten prank turning into a multi-million-dollar surprise, all because one man never bothered to check his old gadget. The shockwaves from that initial call didn't stop there, they rippled out like a stone in a bayou pond. Soon, follow-up calls flooded in, from sharp-suited lawyers specializing in crypto recovery, representatives from a dedicated Bitcoin enthusiast group, and even experts from Coinbase, the giant exchange platform. Each conversation peeled back layers of verification, confirming the wallet's legitimacy tied to Maurice's phone number. Documents were faxed, old emails unearthed, and blockchain records scrutinized under digital microscopes. The raccoon's bump had essentially redialed the exact person who held the key to unlocking this vault, a verifier from the wallet's setup days. Maurice and Paul listened in wide-eyed amazement as professionals explained the tech jargon, translating bits and bytes into real-world riches. Skepticism gave way to belief when secure transfers were outlined, ensuring no scams. It was real, all right, a windfall born from sheer serendipity. The couple, still in their pajamas some mornings, marveled at how a backyard pest had become their unlikely hero. News of this improbable tale spread like wildfire through the humid Louisiana air. Within days, their quiet street buzzed with activity, TV news crews packed vans outside, cameras rolling as reporters vied for interviews. Financial advisors, smelling opportunity, knocked politely with briefcases full of investment plans. Amid the chaos, Maurice and Pearl remained the epitome of Southern hospitality, offering sweet tea and homemade pralines to every visitor. They sat on their worn sofa, stern expressions mixed with humble smiles, as microphones thrust forward. "We thought it was a joke," Maurice would say with a chuckle, while Pearl nodded, her hands clasped tightly. The media frenzy painted them as everyday folk struck by lightning, a feel-good story in a cynical world. Yet, through it all, they stayed grounded, refusing to let the spotlight change them. Phone lines rang off the hook. Emails poured in, but the Thibodeaux took it in stride, their faith and family keeping them anchored. Now came the big decision: what to do with this unexpected bounty. Many would hoard it, splurge on luxuries, or chase dreams of opulence. But not Maurice and Pearl. True to their roots, they chose generosity over greed. First, they paid off the lingering mortgage on their beloved home, securing their nest egg. Then, with a wink to fate, they splurged on a shiny new fishing boat christened Lucky Raccoon, a nod to the furry catalyst of their fortune. But that was it for personal indulgences. The rest, nearly all of it, they gave away. No lavish mansions or exotic trips, just pure, heartfelt giving. Their actions spoke volumes about their character, turning a personal miracle into a community blessing. The windfall became a ripple of kindness, touching lives far beyond their own. With open hearts, Maurice and Pearl directed the millions toward those who needed it most. They set up college funds for all 19 grandchildren and 42 great-grandchildren, ensuring bright futures filled with opportunity. But they didn't stop there. They built a gleaming community center in Houma, a hub for gatherings, classes, and support groups. Their local church, worn by time and storms, got much-needed repairs, the new roof, fresh paint, and updated facilities to welcome worshippers. They bought school shoes for hundreds of local kids, easing burdens on struggling families. And in a lasting legacy, they established the Raccoon Scholarship Program, an ongoing fund awarding grants to deserving students pursuing dreams in tech, finance, or even wildlife conservation. Each act was deliberate, rooted in love and community spirit. The couple's humility shone through, proving that true wealth lies in lifting others. Finally, after all the giving, Maurice and Pearl kept a modest $500,000 for themselves. Just enough for comfortable golden years without excess. They returned to their simple life in that same little house, where routines resumed, morning walks, evening prayers, and quiet evenings on the porch. The boat got occasional use on lazy bayou fishing trips, but otherwise, life felt unchanged. No regrets, only gratitude for the adventure. Their story, a blend of luck, laughter, and legacy, inspires us all to embrace unexpected turns with grace. And there you have it, folks, the incredible tale of Maurice and Pearl, where a raccoon, a flip phone, and a forgotten joke turned into millions and a lifetime of goodwill. If this story warmed your heart or made you chuckle, hit that like button and subscribe for more uplifting adventures. Now, turn to the comments. What's the wildest coincidence that's ever happened to you? Or, if a windfall like this landed in your lap, how would you spread the love? Share your thoughts below. I can't wait to read them and reply.